What's going on, guys? What's going on, Chai Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, guys, this is my last, um, my last time talking about the Cavs because their playoff season is over and their season is over. But once their season starts back up, I will talk more about the Cavs. More about the Cavs. I just wanted to make that announcement that I this is my last um this is my last time talking about the Cavs because their season is over, like I said, and um I will still talk about my Cavaliers, and I will once their season starts back up. Um, but let's get into this. So, how good was the Cavs season? The Cavs lost in the first round. We all know that as Cavs fans. We lost in the first round. We lost in the second round, to the Indiana Pacers. I do think we're good as a basketball team. We're totally good as a basketball team going forward. I would say that because we got our core four in Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, um, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. We are good for the core four for the next couple of years going forward. I can see us winning a championship. Like we swept the Heat. We lost in the second round the um to the Pacers, to a good Pacers team. I just think like this season, 64 game winning season, 64 games, win season, first seed in the East, first seed in the East, and it just seemed like it was an amazing season overall for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes, we would like to. Yes, the Cavs, I think, would like to have won a championship this year, either next year or the year after that. I can see my Cavaliers winning a championship. Their championship window isn't closed because when you have Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, um, Evan Mobley, um, and Jared Allen, your core four, you're still building around that. And I understand that we lost in the second. I understand that the Cavs lost in the second round because of injuries. And injuries do play a part in a season or in a playoff season or in the playoffs. And we have to give a lot of credit where credit is due to Donovan Mitchell because, for one, Donovan Mitchell was balling. Donovan Mitchell looked like a different Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs than the regular season. Like, we could all say right now that Donovan Mitchell should have been in the MVP discussion. We could all say that they could have won a championship this year. I think losing in the second round for the Cavs, that's going to give them more motivation going forward. And it's not going to be like Like, you get knocked out the first round last year to the Knicks. I mean, you get knocked out the first round. You get knocked out the second round of the to the Knicks the last year. You got knocked out the second time in the second round to the Knicks. I mean, to the Pacers this year. I do think that just this game kind of reminds me the Pacers and Cavs series reminded me how the Magic and the Cavs went against each other last year. Like, it doesn't matter like how the Cavs finish their season or how the Cavs which round if they go far. Like, they won 64 games this year. They made it to the second round without a LeBron James on their roster. And saying that, it's like saying that we know, let me say this, we know the greatness that LeBron James brought through those 10 years of Cavaliers teams that LeBron James was a part of. But those teams are different than the team that the Cavaliers have today. Like, when you look at the Cavs team today, they had more wins. They tied with wins. Like, you can't say that when you trade for a Donovan Mitchell, when you trade for a Jared Allen a couple years ago, you bring in you bring in Hunter, you bring in Deontay Hunter from the Hawks. You trade for Deontay Hunter from the Hawks. There are going to be certain pieces that will go to the Cavs this offseason. Like, we're probably going to see the Cavs probably make a run for Giannis. They're probably going to be interested for Giannis because with Giannis, we don't know what the Bucks will do with Giannis. But saying to that, they're going to be looking at Giannis. They're going to be looking at Kevin Durant. The Cavs this offseason are going to get better. Let's not get that out of the way. They're going to get better. I think sweeping the Miami Heat this year. Miami is a good team. But losing to the Indiana Pacers, a team that is going back to the second round, to the conference finals again. I'm just going to say this. Is that you have to, for the Cavs, you have to figure out, and I know we had injuries this year. Like, we saw this Cavs team hit a lot of easy money buckets. We saw them get a lot of Jam City dunks. Like, we had Evan Mobley, Defense Player of the Year, the first ever Cavalier to be Defense Player of the Year. We had Coach of the Year in Kenny Atkinson, which I think that was a surprising hire by the Cavaliers because when we lost JB Bickerstaff, we all thought that he was going to be the guy to lead. We all thought that JB Bickerstaff was going to be the guy to lead the Cavs to a championship as a coach and have the core four ready for that. But when you hire Kenny Atkinson. And seeing what he did this year, and seeing what he did and how he coached the core four and the Cleveland Cavaliers to a 64 game win 64 games, has a defense player of the year in Evan Mobley. We can say that Evan Mobley was out game 2. Darius Garland was out game 2. Hunter was out game 2. They all came back. Game 4. And then Donovan Mitchell goes down with an injury. We know that. I think if the Cavs were more healthy, they would have gotten all the way to the conference finals. And it wouldn't be like, let's just say that, because it wouldn't be like us getting bounced out the first round, us getting bounced out the second round. It wouldn't be that way. Yes, you beat a Miami Heat team, but you couldn't beat a Pacers team that made the conference finals last year. And then now going back to the conference finals and playing the New York Knicks. This Cavs team, I still believe in my Cavs. But guys, never give up your dreams, and I hope all of you guys are safe out there, and stay blessed, everybody, in peace.